guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you are all well.
So, should you start a YouTube channel? Well, it depends. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the cons as well as the pros for starting a YouTube channel this year. Coming up. Hey, what's up? Sean here with Think Media, bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. And on this channel, we do a lot of tech gear reviews, as well as tips and strategy videos just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Mark asks, Sean, as a full-time TV film editor, what is it about YouTube that makes me want to devote my time to it? There's no way I'll even make remotely the kind of coin or money that I would make as an editor on a network series that I could actually make on YouTube. In your opinion, what about YouTube is so enticing? Thanks so much for the question, Mark. So I want to answer this question for Mark, but also just for the Think Media community in general, as far as what are really the pros and the cons of not just starting a YouTube channel, but actually taking YouTube seriously, even as kind of a career choice or as something that you want to build side part-time or even full-time income from. But let's actually start with the negatives. Let's start with the downside. And number one is that YouTube is ultimately a long game. That's right. YouTube is not a quick place to make some cash. It really is a marathon, not a sprint. So yeah, I would agree that in the short term for Mark and just for everybody, that you're going to make a lot more money from doing other jobs, another career, or other work. However, YouTube is a long game. And if you have patience and persistence, you can find that not only your income can grow, but the other benefits of YouTube can really outweigh the upfront work that you have to put in. The second negative to YouTube is that competition is rising. It is true that a lot of people want to be on the platform, whether as a way they just make side income or even as a way they build their other businesses or things like that. And so people are trying to claim digital real estate. But I think that this is overcomable and that if you can figure out how to be different and you're very strategic, you can still break through. And then probably the third thing I think about when I think about the cons and the negative aspects of should you start a YouTube channel is the learning curve. You know, in another career, and maybe in Mark's case, you are maybe just the editor. Not to minimize that, but you do one thing. You might edit, and that's what your job entails. When you step into the YouTube arena, you become the everything. You become the, visionary, the editor, the shooter, the designer for thumbnails, the, SEO specialist for writing the text and the descriptions, the social media expert for sharing your videos on social. And not that you have to learn all that stuff at once, but there is quite a bit of a learning curve of how to shoot video, how to be on video, how to edit video. And so a lot goes into it. And I think that holds people back at times, but it is overcomable. If you commit to lifelong learning and really skill development, I believe that one by one, anybody can add the different skills necessary for success on YouTube. And so those are some of maybe the negative sides to consider if you should start a YouTube channel or not. But Mark asked, what makes YouTube so enticing? So let's jump into 5 quick things of why I love YouTube the most and why I think you should too. Number 1 is YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Now this is a huge deal. That means that second to Google, where people will go, how do I fix my car, or where's the best restaurant, or how do I make more money in my business, or how do I lose, belly fat without dieting, and they ask a million different questions in Google. The second place people turn to for answers is YouTube. This is a game changer for discoverability. And so my question is, if you're trying to grow your influence on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, these platforms don't have as much discoverability opportunities. Your hope is that you show up on a featured page or that somebody shares your content or that you got to pay for ads. But because YouTube is a search engine, that means that you can grow your influence and get discovered by people who don't know you yet, simply by showing up on the other side of people's questions. I believe that this makes YouTube one of the leading platforms to ultimately grow your influence if you're willing to develop the skills and put in the necessary work. The second reason why I think you should start a YouTube channel is because of freedom. For creatives, I think that freedom is one of our highest values, isn't it? To be our own boss, to be able to work on our own terms, to be able to show up to work when we want to and work on what we want to. And so one of the things that I love the most about YouTube is that it is a blank canvas, and you get to be designing the content, the way you want to run your business, when you upload your videos, what kind of content you upload. It is a dream for entrepreneurs, or what I like to say is videopreneurs. And over time, you can build up multiple streams of income. So I've had YouTube replace my income that I would make from having a full-time salary job or even from doing freelance work. YouTube has been able to not just match that, but exceed that over time. And if you've actually never heard my story, I break down the seasons, the time it took, step by step, and even income amounts in a video that we posted recently. So I'll actually link that up on the YouTube card as well as in the description below if you want to check that out. The third reason for starting a YouTube channel is to join this amazing community. Now, I'm so grateful for those in the Think Media community. Whether you're creating content or not, you're already participating in this YouTube ecosphere. You're seeing how cool it is that people are meeting in the comments. I've met some of the most important people in my life on the internet. It's pretty amazing, and in this YouTube community. And I find that I draw a ton of inspiration over like-minded people that I meet at VidCon or VidSummit, or I meet in Facebook groups. When we have this shared passion for online video and for creative freedom and creativity and collaboration, I found that YouTube is an incredible community, and it's definitely worth being part of and contributing to as a creator. Number 4 is YouTube is becoming more mainstream and legitimate. You know, a lot of people, if you were to tell them that you were a YouTuber or you were pursuing like a YouTube career, most people will still think you're crazy. They would think, you know, what do you mean? That place where people upload cat videos and viral videos? What do you mean you're thinking about a YouTube career? I mean, even friends and family still don't really understand what I do. But the reason I feel like that's a huge opportunity and why you should consider starting a YouTube channel now is because I would say that YouTube isn't really fully mainstream yet, but it's getting there. Some of the signs that we're seeing is smart TVs, right? The YouTube app and game consoles is just integrated with a lot of people's way that they just watch content even the same way they would traditionally watch cable television or network television. Beyond that, YouTube actually launched YouTube TV as a competitor with DirecTV, Cox, and other things. And so YouTube is becoming more and more mainstream. I think that's important because now is the time to plant your flag. People who put in the hustle, put in the work, and really invest what it takes to build their influence and build an audience on YouTube right now will be positioning yourself for a lot more mainstream success in the coming years. And then the 5th reason for why you should start a YouTube channel is there is massive opportunity on YouTube. Now, I know there's increasing competition, but Susan, the CEO of YouTube, recently announced that YouTube has over 1.5 billion monthly logged in users that are watching over an hour of content per day on YouTube on their mobile devices. And that's just logged in users. That means the consumption is much, much larger than that. Additionally, a recent Huffington Post article talked about the rising billion of new consumers that are coming online between now and 2020. Talking about 3 to 5 billion new people are going to be coming online over the next few years, causing the greatest surge to the global economy that we've ever seen. And so when I think about these things, I think, yes, there is competition on YouTube, but there's still massive opportunity. If you could figure out how to be different, how to stand out, and if you're strategic in the way that you post videos and you position your videos, it is still one of the best places online to grow your influence. So those are just a few of the reasons on why to start a YouTube channel. And I was kind of speaking from the standpoint of somebody who maybe wanted to pursue YouTube full time. But the one other thing I would say is I also think that YouTube is a great place to just build up a side project or a side hobby, especially for creative people. You know, if you're a creative person, even if your job is what you do creatively, I think we all need a side project as creatives. And YouTube is a great place to maybe earn a little side income, have a little fun, upload some videos, and maybe get some free products, work with some companies, work with some brands, even if it never becomes your main thing. I think there's so much opportunity, and I found that those who have stayed committed and have built their influence haven't regretted the subscribers that they've built, the lessons they've learned along the way, and the opportunities that have come their way from starting and committing to a YouTube channel. But that brings us to the question of the day. So I want to pass off Mark's question to the Think Media community, and that is, what is so enticing about YouTube to you? Do you agree with any of the reasons I said? Do you think there's any negatives about YouTube right now? And what are some of the reasons that you love YouTube? Let me know in the comment section below. So thanks for checking out this video. Subscribe for more videos just like this. And if you want to see that video where I break down how I went full-time on YouTube with a relatively small audience, you can click or tap right there. If you want to check out another Think Media video, just click or tap right there. Until next time, Think Media is bringing you the best tips and tools for building your influence with online video. Keep crushing it, and we will talk soon.